Hey, brothers, sisters, Kim Samples, Handyman Walking with Jesus. Just got back from working on a rental property today. Had to do some repair on a toilet. Seeing these handles with the metal rods here. Here's what happened on this particular toilet. I just want to show you. I don't know how people are able to tear up toilet handles, but see this little tab right here? Can you focus in on that? It's broke. It's gone. Here's one that the tab is still intact. So you can see the tab there and the tab here is missing. So when that tab gets broken, this handle just falls down. And when the handle falls down, the flapper chain gets underneath the flapper and the toilet's just running away. So the water bill's going up for the rental tenant, and they don't realize that it's going up, and they don't even pay attention. So this handle and this handle, both metal, I recommend you put a plastic handle on, because look at the knob right here. See that? So there's no way they can break the actual knob itself off. Now they probably can break the handle, because I don't know how tenants are able to tear stuff up. And in this video I'm going to give you 7 or 8 more tips on rental properties. So anyway, replace handles like that with if you're going to do a make ready on a toilet or make ready on a rental house. First off, the thing is, if you have an older toilet, it may be wise to replace the toilet with a $100 toilet, and then you got, by the time you have, if it's a real old toilet, might be a good idea. And while you got the toilet pulled up, check the ring around make sure it's attached good, or if it's not rusted out or whatever like that, change that out. This is all in a make ready. If you don't want to do the toilet, you don't want to pull the toilet, at least put a new handle on, new flapper, and new fill valve, so that you don't have to come back out there 3 or 4 months after you've got the place rented. So anyway, save you a service call. Now the next thing is garbage disposal. If you got a garbage disposal on a rental property, take it out, because the tenant is going to have trouble with it, mess it up, throw a bone in there, throw a plastic lid in there. You're going to have to go do a service call to fix it. Unless it's a high-end rental, then you might go ahead and keep the garbage disposal. But a low-end rental, medium rental, they don't need a garbage disposal. They didn't have garbage disposals 20 or 30 years ago, so it's just something that somebody made up to be able to sell so you can grind up the food. So take out the garbage disposal while you're there doing a make ready. Next thing is the ceiling fans. Another important thing on a low-end rental, no ceiling fans. Put in LED lights. If you want to, put a ceiling fan, doesn't have to be an expensive one, in the master bedroom only, because the master is the person that's paying the rent. So the kids' bedrooms don't need a ceiling fan, because they're going to tear it up, hang on them, and twist them up, and knock the blades off, and you're going to have to mess with it. So if you want to do a ceiling fan, put it in the master, but I recommend try not to do ceiling fans unless it's a higher end rental. And you think you can, mess, if you got people that aren't going to hang on the ceiling fans. Doorbells, if you have a doorbell on an older home, take the doorbell out. Take it off by the front door, just take it and cover it up. Take it off the wall if you have the unit in the wall, because if a transformer goes out or something and the doorbell's not working, then they're going to say, well, we need our doorbell. Well, knock on the door. Didn't have doorbells a long time ago, so there you go. Dishwasher, another important point. Most of your low-end rental people are just going to tear your dishwasher up. Think about the door itself. you seen how the doors kind of barely hang on there? They'll step on the door, break the door off. They mess up the soap dispenser. They won't keep, they'll just throw food in there and clog up the whole filter, and you're just going to have troubles. So I recommend, unless it's a high-end rental, take the take the dishwasher out, put a cabinet in where the dishwasher is, paint it and stain it, whatever. And the people that, when they get there to look at the house, they're not even going to notice that it doesn't have a dishwasher, if they like the house. Garage doors. If you have a garage door opener on a lower end rental, take it off. Because what's going to happen, they're going to lock the garage door, and then they're going to try to raise the garage door with it locked, and they're just going to tear your garage door completely, all the pieces. It's bad enough that they run into the garage door with their car and bend it all up anyway. So take off the garage door, higher end rental. You have to decide how much rent you're getting if you want to keep a garage door opener. But I recommend you don't, because then of course you got the remote controls. Oh, my remote control's not working. Oh, and then you got to go fix the battery, and so all those things. Storm doors. On a low-end rental property, a storm door, they're going to just let the storm blow the door off. They'll have it all tore up, and then they'll be asking you for a new storm door. So if it's a lower-end property, take the storm door off while you're doing a make-ready. Go ahead and get rid of it, and they'll never know it was there. They won't miss it, so that'll save you money and repair trips later on. Next thing is the kitchen faucet. If you've got a spray nozzle on there that's already there, if you can, try to take it off, plug it so you don't have a spray nozzle, because that spray nozzle is going to get clogged up, and then they're going to call you, well, my spray nozzle's not working. Well, okay, now you got to go over there and mess with it. Now, if your faucet's in kind of so-so shape, not very good, I recommend you put a medium-priced faucet on the kitchen faucet, on the kitchen sink. Don't put a high-end. Don't put a real nice one that you'd have on your in your own home. Don't put one that's big, tall, fancy ones that has the spray nozzle hanging down, looks real fancy, and then, you know, next thing you know, they're pulling on it, breaking it, and tearing it all to pieces, or they'll, you know, they won't take care of it. So just a regular faucet, no spray nozzle, because when they're looking at the house to rent, they're not even going to pay any attention about if it has a spray nozzle or not. They'll get moved in and they'll say, oh, it doesn't have a spray nozzle, and they'll get used to it. So anyway, those are some tips on rental properties that I think that will save you money, save you some time. In the future, if you'll do these things when you're doing a make-ready or getting anything that you change the tenant, or if you're going back and doing repairs, just go ahead and take out things as you go along if you can. And depends on the tenant. Some of them may complain or moan about it. But anyway, one other thing I thought about is that make sure on your laundry, on the laundry, if you got a laundry room, check your faucets, make sure they're in good shape, because if you don't, they'll get in there and say, oh, they're leaking. So an older home, go ahead and check those. You may want to fix those right then while you're in there working on everything else. So those are some tips that I'm going to give you on rental properties. I think there's 8 or 9 tips there that will save you money if you just take a look at them. So anyway, have a blessed day, keep walking with Jesus, and see you on the next video.